Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Angel here. No, I am not in Aruba. I'm actually hunkered down in the quietest place in my house because everybody's sheltering in place. So I got the kids out there being noisy, the dogs out there being noisy. I'm in my bedroom. So the reason I'm bringing you this video today, I don't normally post, as most of you know. I'll send you a message here and there, but I don't normally post on Facebook or Instagram. But this is a very important one. Today we're gonna do a video really quick on how to make a protective mask. The president has just came on the air and forwarded some guidance from the CDC that they want you to cover your face when you go out in public, whether it is an N95 mask or some type of cloth covering. I'm going to show you guys how to make a mask that will help you, whether you are a civilian or if you're a doctor or a nurse that may be running out of materials. The mask that I'm going to show you how to make is really cheap to make. It's very easy. You probably have 90% of everything that I'm going to show you in your house right now. And if you don't have it, everything that I'm going to show you is probably on the shelf until this video gets popular. So you can probably run out to Walmart or Walgreens and get everything that I'm going to show you right now and make the mask in less than 60 seconds. The mask is washable. So it also gives you probably just a little bit less of the filtration that the N95 mask will give you. But again, it's washable, and if it breaks or gets bad, you can definitely throw it away and make another one, less than 60 seconds, under $5. Ready? Here we go. Okay, we're back. So as you can see, everything that you're gonna need literally fits on a in-bed tray for breakfast in bed. Everything fits in a breakfast in bed tray. You don't need a bunch of extra stuff and boxes of this or whatever, or have to wait for Amazon. You have microfiber towels, okay? And these can be any size. If you have the large microfiber towels, you can either fold them or you can cut them. I'll show you that. For those of you that are in a hospital, go down to the sterile department where they have the equipment that they sterilize for surgery. They throw away the blue towels every day that they sterilize the equipment because they don't reuse those. Stop throwing those away. If it's been run through the sterilizer, you can use that for your mask. What I would recommend you do, though, since it's a hospital setting, even though it's been through the sterilizer, take it. You probably want to go ahead and wash it again if you can wash them, or run them back just the cloths through a flash sterilization cycle. So if you ask the guys in your sterilization department, hey, can you sterilize something for me? I just want you to flash sterilize it. They'll be more than happy to take those sterile cloths and flash sterilize them. They'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So those particular blue cloths that cover the sterile surgical equipment in your hospital. The next thing that you have, these are not rubber bands. They're actually file bands. So if you go to Walmart right now, or you go over to Sam's, you're going to see that you can get rubber file bands, and these are made to hold a bunch of papers in the manila file folders. So you'll need some file bands. Hand sanitizer, because none of this works, no matter what we make, if we touch all this stuff and don't wash our hands. So dirty hands makes dirty mask. Okay. Over here, I have 2 bottles of disinfectant spray, and that's, again, we're going to treat the cloth, and it's also, so after you've worn these for a couple of hours, you can treat the cloth again because you've been breathing in all the contaminants outside and everything else. So you definitely want to clean and disinfect the outside. Cool note, I did take one of these that I made and I stuck it in, and I washed it. I hand washed it, put it in the dryer, and it came out of the dryer within 15 minutes. It was dry and ready to go again. So you can literally take this mask that I'm going to show you today and throw it in the wash. Now, here is the magic. Magic is a barrier on the inside of the mask. It's not just about a cloth. A lot of you guys are going to run out, or you've seen people making just a cloth with just a t-shirt or something like that. Remember, we're talking about things that are on a microscopic level. So the more filtration that you get, the better. It's not going to be 100%. It's not like a actual CDC, the big helmet gear, or our military grade gas mask. But anything that creates a barrier with filtration is better than nothing. So what we're going to use for that particular barrier is either a 4x4 or 2 sets of 4x4s, which come in one package. Or if you can't find any of those because everybody bought them up, surgical dressing is just fine. So we're going to use the 4x4 method on the first part of this video, and then I'll make another mask using the surgical dressing, just so you can see the two different ways to go. All right, those are your materials: microfiber cloths, file bands. If you don't have file bands, you can double up on rubber bands, that's fine. Something to wash your hands. If you don't have hand sanitizer at this point, make sure you wash your hands. Use soap and water. And you have the disinfectant spray, surgical dressing, or 4x4 sponges. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to clean my hands. And we'll get on with the next section of the video. So if you don't know what an N95 mask looks like, this is literally what it is. You can get them at Home Depot or Lowe's, or, well, you used to be able to get them at Home Depot or Lowe's or any home improvement store, where, you know, people use these when they're painting their cars, working in the house. That's where you get them from. Notice it has a lot number, all that good stuff. 3M is one of the normal makers of it. So filtration. I'm going to take a normal flashlight. Notice this is a very bright LED flashlight. And as I point it back at you, you can see that you can see the light through there. And right there, you can see that the mask is still porous. And that's so that you can breathe, but it still filters everything throughout. The way that the cross fibers, you see those cross fibers, how everything's kind of crossed back and forth? That's how things get caught up in there, like dust, pollen, in this case, corona. You're hoping that it'll keep the barrier away from you, so anything wet or droplet type things will get caught up in this front part here. All right, so we need a mask that would do something similar. Ta-da! On the camera, this looks like just a normal microfiber cloth, and it actually is. All I did was fasten a couple of rubber bands or file bands on there, and in the middle, I took and I put some of our 4x4s in there. So you can see that I have a padding in there. So the padding is right in the middle here. If I turn them back on my flashlight, very bright, you can see, you can probably barely see that light, but you can still see it. So we're getting a pretty good filtration through the microfiber cloth and our Band-Aids. So I know I told you that we're gonna go ahead and do 2 of them, but it's kind of redundant, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to do this with just the surgical dressing, because it's pretty much the same. The surgical dressing is just a little bit bigger. So just imagine doing this with the 4x4. The 4x4 basically it would be two smaller pieces sitting on this. So this has got some pretty good filtration. So if you kind of look at this in relativity to this, filtration. I know exactly what some of you guys are thinking. Make this a little bit longer, more rectangle. Yes, that is actually a filter too. For those of you that didn't get the joke, you could possibly, potentially, if you don't have surgical gauze, also use a maxi pad. Okay, so that also filters and catches stuff and wicks away wetness. So we are going to, at this point, take our microfiber cloths. Okay, I'm going to lay my microfiber cloth on our work surface. So I've already sprayed my work surface down prior to the making of the video. So again, you don't want to create something that is clean to put on your face and then put it on a dirty countertop. So I used this, and I also used some of the spray bleach to wipe down my tray. So we are going to spray the inside of our cloth. We're going to spray the front side of our cloth. Now, I just took this cloth right out of the bag, so the cloth already was pretty much washed and cleaned from the manufacturer. Then I'm going to take this, and I hope you guys are already timing me. In less than 1 minute, we're going to have a nice broad face mask here. So I'm bringing this down. You can see the outline of the padding. I like to take a couple of rubber bands, and I always make sure, ladies, to use 2 different colors. Well, why do I use 2 different colors? You'll see in a minute whenever I put the mask on. So for those of you that have like long hair or a big head, you want to know which rubber band is which. And it's very simple to know which rubber band's which when you use 2 different color rubber bands. All right, so here we go. Oh, one thing that I forgot is you will need a stapler. So I do have a stapler here. I'm going to pause this video and I'm going to come back and we're going to assemble. All right, ladies and gents, we are back. I have my stapler here and I forgot to put that on my opening part of the video. Yes, you do need a stapler or something to fasten the sides. If you're amazing with sewing or you have a sewing machine, you can get mom, dad, grandma, uncle, aunt, whoever does the sewing in the house to sew the periphery around and make sure that they encase the rubber bands. So earlier I said we can make this in under 1 minute. Let's do it in under 1 minute. So we're going to take our sponge, we put our sponge in the middle. We're going to fold it over. We have it nice and neat there. All right, I'm going to bump the camera a little bit. I'll reposition this. So close this over. Actually, I messed up here. Fold up the bottom. There you go. So you got the bottom folded up. Fold that over. Take my stapler. If you have a heavy duty stapler, this is much easier. There's one. There's two. And we're gonna go on the other side. There's one. There's two. You can go around the bottom if you want, and I recommend it. Put a couple there. Put a couple there. Okay. And we've now stapled it. All right, we're back. Now that we've stapled our mask and we have it fit, okay, so you see the crease there that we did? You have your purple and you have your opposite side. I'm wearing a hat. I'm getting ready to go out to Publix or Walmart or whatever. Now all I gotta do is put my mask here. Put one side over the top, one side over the top. Ladies, if you have a bun, you can do that. And then I just adjust my rubber band. You'll see that it's covering my nose. If I want to adjust it a little bit more, I can adjust this and make this a little bit tighter. If you have a beard like I do, your beard is covered. Gentlemen, it's important to protect the beard. You can't go out, get COVID all in your beard, and then come home and hug and kiss your wife, or your kids, or your dog. So I made masks that cover my beard. If you have the smaller, I'm bring this down so you can hear me. If you have the smaller microfiber cloth, it probably won't cover your whole beard. If you have the large one and you have a small face, you don't have a beard, you can cut the microfiber cloth in half or just fold it up, just like I did. Once again, this allows it to hold up, covers my entire face. When I'm done, I come home, I take the mask off, I throw this bad boy in the wash, or I disinfect it. So I hope that helps you guys. Again, back to the beginning of the video, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pause here and I'm gonna show you guys everything that I bought and that I did to make this. All that it is 2 file bands or rubber bands. If you use rubber bands, they're probably gonna break. The file bands are a little more durable and you can wash these. The rubber bands, make sure you get large rubber bands. If you don't get large rubber bands, use small ones to make the loop and then put another set of rubber bands to fit to size, the size of your head or bonnet or whatever you're using, okay? So microfiber cloth, you can do the same thing with a terry cloth towel or t-shirt, but the microfiber has a little bit more, right? How do we say that? Right count? Yeah, that's why I have microfiber blankets and sheets. But if you're going to use something very porous like a t-shirt, make sure you put a layer inside. Gauze, surgical dressing, even a maxi pad. I would rather use, if I can't get my hands on a surgical dressing or a maxi pad, or a surgical dressing or a 4x4, use that pad, put it in there in between the layers. So that way you're not walking out in public with a pad on your face. You can also make this and then cover this with something really cool like, dun, 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 my quarantine t-shirt. Okay. Shouts out to the guys over at Grunt Style who always provide me with some amazing swag. Grunt Style for all you vets out there and patriots. It doesn't have to be veteran. So check out their site. Check out the This Is My Quarantine t-shirt. They've also got a Screw COVID-19 t-shirt, which I did not put on this video because I wanted to keep it kind of friendly. But anyway, again, shouts out to Grunt Style. And all of my family, and big time shouts out to all you first responders out there that are out there doing the thing, combat medics out there who are out there doing the thing, and being that guy in your neighborhood or girl in your neighborhood that is kind of guiding your neighbors on what to do and keep calm. So I'm gonna stop this segment of the video, and once again I'm just going to show you again everything that you need to do this, and you can rewind, and it's real simple. Rubber bands, fold, inner layer, clip, clip. If you're at a hospital, ask for the blue surgical covers that cover the surgical equipment. Ask your surgical sterilization tech to flash sterilize the material before you use it, okay? And you can do the same thing. There's rubber bands in the hospital. So that way you can at least have some type of coverage. If you guys run out of those, you can wash them. You can wash them and sterilize them with the disinfectant spray before the next shift comes in. And hopefully we can kind of slow the curve. Here comes the supplies. All right, last part of the video and a goodbye. Microfiber, this is a completed one. So you just need to get you some microfiber cloths. Doesn't matter where they're from. You can even get those from the dollar store. The dollar store. Surgical dressing or overnight maxi pad, gauze 4x4, file bands or rubber bands. Wash your darn hands before making this stuff. Disinfectant spray. Spray down and clean any surface that you want to make a mask on before you put it over your face. Because if you don't catch COVID, you can probably catch the common cold, and both of them suck. All right, guys. Hey, stay safe. Hug your families. People, one thing that I'm going to leave you with is a lot of people ask me, hey, man, before you put this video out, you should patent that, or you should see if somebody will give you money for that. If any of you out there watching this video knows me, it's not about the money. It's about the ability of me to say that I love you to my family the next day, and allowing that man or woman next to me to be able to do the same. So if I can help anybody out, that's what I'm here for. Money will find you. It'll eventually, come back if you do good things. I truly believe that. So pay it forward. Help somebody that will help somebody that will help somebody else, and the karma will come back around to you. Don't worry about the money and trying to profit off of this, guys. Seriously. So pay it forward, reciprocate the knowledge, and it'll come back. The one thing I will do is we'll call it the Halo Mask. If you guys want to hashtag Halo Mask and pass it on, I'll be blessed and humbled all at the same time. Maybe somebody out there is doing the exact same thing. You never know. It's a small world. So pass on the Halo Mask, share the video. Thanks for your time.